day or night. The boundary between the two is almost meaningless when you drift through space like I do. Ship. The stars, they don't mark the passing of time like the sun did back on Earth. I can't tell when the hours slip away, when the days blend into one another. There's only the infinite stretch of the universe around me, the hum of the ship, and the steady beat of my thoughts. Today, ship, I found myself thinking about something that, in the grand scheme of things, seems small. And yet, it's everything to me. Two galaxies are on a collision course, and they will meet, crash into each other, and merge our own Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. This collision has been predicted for billions of years, and it's still millions of years from happening. But it's inevitable. In the vastness of time, this moment is already written into the stars. I've read about it, of course. Every astronomer knows about it, knows that the two galaxies are slowly spiraling toward each other, their forces drawing them in. And yet, ship, when I think about it, I can't help but feel a deep sense of awe, a kind of emotional response that's hard to describe. There's something profound about the thought that these two galaxies, with all their stars, all their history, all their lives, are heading toward one another. A cosmic dance that will end in collision, in a new beginning. The merging of two galaxies, two civilizations, two vast stretches of space, will create something new, something different. But what happens when they collide? Will the stars within each galaxy simply pass through each other, their vast distances too great for them to collide directly? Or will they be caught in the violent forces of the collision, their paths altered forever? The black holes at the centers of each galaxy will merge, likely consuming everything in their vicinity, devouring stars, planets, and even time itself. But even in that chaos, new stars will be born, new systems will form. Life, as it has for billions of years, will continue to find its way in new and unexpected forms. It's a beautiful thought, ship. The idea that even in the greatest destruction, in the greatest collision, there is new life. Even when things are torn apart, when everything we know and understand is shattered, there is the possibility for rebirth. Stars will form, new systems will be created, new possibilities will emerge from the debris. And maybe that's how it works in our own lives, too. Sometimes we feel like we're on a collision course with something, an obstacle, a decision, a change that seems too big, too overwhelming. We look ahead, and all we see is the crash, the destruction, the end of something we once knew. But maybe, ship, maybe we're wrong to fear the collision. Maybe it's not the end at all. Maybe it's the beginning. The galaxies are on their collision course, but they don't know when. They don't know how it will unfold. They don't know what will emerge from the chaos. But they move forward anyway. They don't stop. The stars within them continue to shine. The galaxies continue to spin, their gravity pulling them closer, drawing them together, even though they can't see the final outcome. They can't see the destruction, the rebirth. All they can do is continue to move forward, to exist, to be. And maybe that's how it is with us, too, ship. We're all on our own collision courses, moving through the vastness of our lives, not knowing where we're headed, not knowing what will happen when we reach the moment of impact. We can't always see what's on the other side, can't always know what's waiting for us when the collision happens. But just like the galaxies, we move forward. We keep going, even when the future seems uncertain. And maybe, just maybe, what we find on the other side isn't destruction, but creation. A new beginning. A chance to start again. The Milky Way and Andromeda will collide, ship. That much is certain. But what will come from it? Will they be torn apart, or will they merge into something greater, something more beautiful than we could ever imagine? Will the chaos of the collision give birth to new stars, new systems, new life? I like to think that's what happens when we collide with something in our own lives. When we face challenges, when we face change, we don't always see the potential for rebirth. We don't always see the beauty in the destruction. But just like the galaxies, just like the stars, we keep moving forward. We keep pushing ahead, even when we don't know where we're going. And maybe that's the point. We're all part of this grand cosmic dance, ship. We're all part of the universe's ever-expanding story. We're born from the stars, created from the same elements that make up galaxies, and we're all moving towards something, even if we don't know what it is. We're all part of the collision, part of the creation, part of the ongoing journey. We don't have to know where we're headed. We just have to keep moving. The collision of the Milky Way and Andromeda is inevitable, ship. It's written in the stars. But it's not the end. It's just the beginning. And in that, I find a kind of peace, a kind of hope. The universe moves forward, one collision at a time, one moment of destruction and rebirth after another. And so do we. Until tomorrow, ship. Until the next story.